Welcome to Primordial Flows, where we tend to our primordial flows. So, a message that I have today is around hearing with love. I've had a ear infection the past week, and I'm still healing from this. And one thing that I've been learning is how to hear with love. And this is inspired by like this list of affirmations for physical ailments and for earaches. The affirmation is, I hear with love. And so I've been feeling into what this means for me and how can I hear with love even more in my life. And what's been coming up mostly is around I have a Scorpio moon and Pisces sun, Gemini rising, and so with this earth grief I've been feeling, it's like I feel it in everyone I come across. Like I feel ancestral wounds in everyone that I encounter. And because those are the energies that I've been attuning with as I've been tending to those parts of myself and just been processing those things. And so interacting with folks, because there's so much grief and trauma and all of that and all of our histories, I'm learning how to hear with love amidst all of that. And what does that mean? It means accepting people where they are. It means accepting me where I am. And the compassion and the understanding that not all of this is like, it's gonna take a while, maybe even generations, maybe hundreds of years to heal these things. Maybe it'll be faster than that, but it's like where do we meet what is the field in which I meet people and myself? Where do we intersect? And how can I hear with love even more? And to me, love doesn't mean like we'll just put a blanket over everything and be in like a dissociated high. What I've been seeing and feeling and sensing is that the love that I'm attuning to is like it's like deep in the roots, almost like bulbous roots or something that are alive. And the life in these roots is where the love is being generated. And this feeling that at the heart of everything there is love. And so how can I hear that? Even if it's like a little whisper, how can I attune to hearing that? Instead of attuning to all the reasons why that's not accessible, or all the things that get in the way of like deep ancestral healing. I mean, I think it's good to acknowledge those things, but when it comes to hearing with love, it involves a really deep listening. To be able to pick up on what's at the heart of the matter, not what's on the surface, not how things appear to be, not the conceptualizations necessarily, even though even my words in it themselves are a conceptualization, but I'm hoping to as I'm talking, I'm feeling into this for myself, so let me know how you're receiving this, because I think words are especially powerful when we're embodying what it is that we're saying. It's this feeling into the heart. It's listening to the heart. It reminds me of this family constellations session that I went to, a group session like years ago, and what I learned was that something I took away that I spiral back around to is recognizing that everyone has different conditions of their heart, and that's what generates our actions. So everyone is acting from the conditions of their heart. And so if we attune to that, then we can understand each other more. And we can also recognize the conditions, tend to those conditions, and even start to change those conditions. If we want to. And if those involved want to. So hearing with love then doesn't become a judgment or like no one's ever gonna understand or no one's ever gonna be able to meet you where you're at, or no one's ready. It's like listening. Because because when we get caught up on the surface of things, how they appear, then we can get stuck. So we're tending to primordial flows. Attuning to the heart and hearing with love. Not needing to change things necessarily, just hearing with love. And I feel like this has been healing. This is like what it's something I've been wanting to heal more, is like, how do I relate with the world in so much grief when when the grief is not being held. And what's needed is, I've been wondering what to do. And what's this ear infection, this affirmation of hearing with love, is teaching me what I've been asking for, which is what I've been speaking on, hearing the love in everything, which means getting to the source, like attuning to that heart source and hearing that. It like bypasses all the other bullshit, I feel like all my doubts, the things that keep me stuck, and it just gets to the heart of things, and there's connection there. Yeah. Oh, I feel that. I feel that in my heart as I share that with you. Oh, which feels like empowering to find like, oh, here's where we connect. Here's how we connect. At least one layer in this journey flows. Yeah. Because for a while it's felt like such a paradox, like recognizing, we're all interconnected. Consciousness is one. And at the same time, living in systems that can feel so disconnected and isolating. Yeah, there's something that feels really powerful in sharing this and connecting in this way, and like recognizing that heart space and channeling that with you all. It feels like there's something in my heart coming alive, or something in my heart that's being activated. So maybe this is a heart activation for all of us. Maybe it can be. I need to blow my nose. Okay, I'm back. So feels like connecting with the ears of our heart. The inner ear. With ourselves. Hearing our inner selves, and also hearing each other, and also in the moments in between when we're maybe ruminating or contemplating or reflecting on situations or memories. I feel like this is a way to really honor the vast capacity of the heart to love. Feels like there's a strength there. Because sometimes if we've been hurt by people, it's like maybe we dissociate or cut them out because we don't even want them to have any kind of power over us, like though that they could even impact me in that way. But connecting with the inner heart recognizes like love, a deep love for everybody. And remembering that. And hearing the pain. I think that opens up space for our humanity and for our flows. I'm picking up on some fear sensations. I'm tuning into how that might relate with this message of hearing with love. Yeah, there's something about not trusting ourselves. Like if we have been hurt in the past, if we have loved deeply and generously and we've been hurt, there might be fear to open up again. And so what I sense is that it's not about just ignoring those fears. It's not about ignoring it. It's about like when we hearing is a perception. And so if we're hearing with love for ourselves and others, that doesn't mean that we just give all our, we give all our love, we give all our resources, give all our time and energy. It's what I'm speaking of is like a presence, like an active presence that moves through us, like the divine moving through us. And so sometimes we don't have to take any action, it just moves through us. And as we attune and hear with the ears of our heart and hear with love, then that in itself can become our discernment and show us how to navigate from moment to moment. And then, yesterday I made a video about, or in the sequence of posting them, there's another video I made recently about fear and creating sanctuaries to hold us and to be with that. And so hearing with love is also hearing ourselves. And it's not about perpetuating the stories that make the fear alive. It's like just understanding where the fears come from. And so maybe there's certain conditions that are common. Maybe there's people's conditions of their heart that are common and that that you tend to attract. Because maybe there's conditions in your own heart that attract that. As I said that, I felt like something was unlocking within my heart. I felt like, oh, click. So hearing with love can we recognize and see the conditions of our own hearts and those of everyone around us, and as we do that, I'm hearing we'll understand more how this phenomena is playing out. Okay, so Spirit, is there any more messages here that want to come through right now? Okay, I'm gonna leave it there for now. Thank you for tuning in and tending to our primordial flows, and thank you for sharing heart space with me. Until next time.